Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of our beginner's guide here to Dark Souls 1. For some reason I always want to say Dungeon Defenders or Dead Space, I don't know why. Anywho, this last video we dealt with the Capra Demon, made it super easy due to our poisoning. In this episode we're going to the depths and we're going to deal with the Gaping Dragon, who is by far the easiest boss in the entire game, next to Pinwheel. Pinwheel comes much farther in the game. He's super easy. If you died to this boss, it's because you were being careless, which I have died to this boss because I was being an idiot. So it's very possible to die to the boss, but if you're just paying attention, you should never die to this boss ever. Don't be like me. Pay attention. Anywho, so over there, if you may notice, those are the two Hollow Thieves. Where we came from. They're still dead because I haven't rested at bonfire. The guy's just chilling out there. Now it's back to the Capra Demon. Up there was where that shortcut we just opened up is, and that's the door that we just got the key to. The door to the depths. Oh, wait, we don't need to do that. We can just. Oh, fuck me. Okay, that's fine. We don't need it. Personally, I recommend buying one blooming poison shit, but you don't technically don't need it. So we use the door here to get to the depths. This part is actually pretty easy if you do everything correctly. There's a lot of summon signs around here today. It's kind of interesting. Usually there's not that many summon signs. And using that poison ring that we still got, we can take these guys' hits and still kill them at the same time. I recommend not doing that and learning how to dodge, but you know, I don't even play by my own rules. But what I highly recommend is that you dodge. Because you know, so at some point, because most of these areas are gonna be pretty obvious. Don't need because once you get past Ornstein Smough, which will happen here in a few videos. Once you get past Ornstein Smough, if you can beat, let's say, Ornstein Smough, you've learned how to play the game. You've learned how to play the game enough. Oh fuck, those guys do stronger attacks, so my poison doesn't work. You've learned how to play the game enough to beat the game. So once we get, especially to that point in the game, it's either just going to be, okay, I'm lost, where do I go, how to make this part maybe a little bit easier, or how do I beat the boss. That's pretty much what these videos are going to become, because it's no longer how do I get good at the game, because if you beat Ornstein Smough, you're good at the game. You can do it. You can beat this game once you beat Ornstein Smough. So this guy right here, he can be a little bit of a challenge. If you don't know, he's actually holding the blades that I want, but we don't get those blades from him. Oh, he's holding the blade that I want, the Butcher Blade. That's the blade I'm going to go for in this build, but we don't get it from him, unfortunately. What are you doing? I think you can parry this guy. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Either way, not important. We need to kill him to get our next really important upgrade item in the game. Would you try swinging me? Just try to dodge him. Ah, fuck. Like I'm not doing. Ugh! He put me on the ground, man. He put me straight on that floor. Look at that. +2. Awesome bonus to health for Jin. That's beautiful. Yes, dodge him. Makes him a lot easier. Use that poison ring to your advantage. Alright, this guy's a lot more challenging because I'm not dodging like should be. So let's get back to our dodging game. Alright, nice and easy kill that guy, get 1,000 souls. This treasure chest right here has the large ember. That means we can get our weapons now from +5 to +10, which is really nice. So if you fall down that hole right there, there's a nice shortcut to get to the end of the depths completely. So you can skip the entire depths completely and get to the end. The reason why I don't recommend that is for one reason. Because if you do that, that means that the sorcerer is still going to be alive. And that's not good. However, I'm going to show it to you here so I can get to a bonfire faster. Because that's going to be useful. Come down here. This is where the giant rat's hanging out. Giant rat is really strong and can do a lot of damage to you. I'll show you how to deal with him later when we come back to this point. But for now, we're just going to use this as a shortcut. Oh, there's the spider shield, by the way. This shield I started with is actually a really good shield that I recommend. If you want to go with shields, that's a really good. I don't think it's a light shield. I think it counts as a medium shield, but it's a really good medium shield. Any shield that has 100% damage absorption is really good. So what we want to do here is immediately fall down and start riding down this waterfall to the left side. Otherwise, you will fall in a location you don't want to be. Start spamming B so that you can instantly roll. Stay to the left side if possible. Otherwise, you will fall down and have to run all the way back around. And bam, we're already at the end of the depths, which is really nice. It's a really fast shortcut, but I recommend going back to fight the sorcerer that we're gonna find around here, that dancing mage bitch, because he makes the boss fight really hard, unnecessarily hard when it's supposed to be easy. Which, if you want a challenge, then fine. Usually you can't open up this door, but if you start, well, I mean, you can once you go and search for the key, but if you have the master key, you can get in here instantly, so not a big deal. And now we can spend our 10,000 souls. The reason I went the direction I did is because I didn't have enough Estus flasks, and I had to take on another one of those butcher guys, and I didn't feel confident that I could do that. So that's why I did. Since we got a random humanity, let's kindle this to 10 Estus flasks. Not plus 10 Estus flasks, but 10 Estus flasks, which I recommend doing at every bonfire if you can. It makes it a lot easier, especially if you're having difficulties. If you feel confident that you don't have to, then don't do it, but I just want 10 for funsies, since I had a free Estus. Otherwise I wouldn't have free humanity, otherwise I wouldn't have done it. But not like I'm low on humanity, is just, you know, it's nice. So that part, there's a lot of things that can fall on you. These are the little goopy motherfuckers that will fall on your head and do a lot of damage to you. We're not going to worry about them now. Instead, we're going to go this way, which is where this is where you end up after you go through the section with the butcher that I was just at. Once you go through the bottom stairs part with the that guy almost got me poisoned. That's the poison right there that's building up. Just so you know. Yeah, but once you go through that part, you end up right where I am now. There's a rat in this box, just so you know. Watch out for that. He tries to sneak up on you, do some extra damage to you. Stab this guy. Rats are, especially the smaller rats, are pretty easy, but once they gang up on you and start to get very aggressive, then it becomes annoying. That key that we got there is at the bonfire we just rested at. So yes, that is how you get into that room if you don't have the master key, which I don't like not having. It makes the game a lot harder, in my opinion. Here is where we can fight that mage. So at this point, once we fight this sorcerer chandelier motherfucker, I don't know what it's called, then we can actually head back and use that shortcut where we opened up to get to the final boss. But I'm not going to do that for the purposes of showing you how to get there if you don't take that shortcut. I always drop one of these motherfuckers. Drop one of these motherfuckers. Any of you will suffice. There you go. You try to pull these rats out one at a time. If you don't kill the mage first, especially. But even if you do kill the mage first, draw these out one at a time, because they do a lot of damage. They're relentless as fuck, and they will try to hurt you really badly. So, yes. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. One at a time. See if you can get him this way. Avoid this guy if you can. If you can't, try to kill him immediately. Because trying to fight him and the rats at the same time, not an easy task. Try to force him to come up here after he does his little dance to increase his damage. Watch out for his chandelier prong thing there, because it does do a lot of damage, especially when he buffs himself up. He actually can hit pretty hard. It's not just his sorceries that are annoying. Get up here, bro. Get up here, bro. Come on, let's battle. We are actually very close to getting the butcher knife. That's kind of nice. Alright, so we gotta watch out for him and his sorceries. Oh, I thought that was gonna shoot a second earlier than it did. There we go. 2 shots should do it. Nice. Pretty easy to kill. and he won't respawn. But if he does get a hit off on you, it could be pretty devastating. So you gotta watch out for that. All right, there are some items over there, but there are a bunch of rats that are gonna pop out of those two things there, which I'm sure is what that little sign's trying to warn you about. So I don't think the items are worth me getting destroyed over, so I'm just going to go this way. So now this part, your next actions are going to completely shape what happens in the game. This is a small corridor, so try to do straight arcing attacks against this guy, otherwise you won't be able to hit him very well. Kill gloops. Gloops are very easy to kill when they're on the floor. So you gotta make that jump, otherwise this is going to take longer than we want it to. So get a nice running start and jump. Nice and easy. Don't worry about that right over there. He's trying to goad you to fall into a hole, and he won't come attack you. So you're fine. Alright, so now we gotta fight this giant ass rat. You can try to go toe to toe with him, or you can do what I do. Get his attention, he'll run at you. Can't get through this little hole in the wall. Come on, motherfucker. And then you can try to get a swing on him, hide back in, get a swing on him, keep repeating the process, and then he will die. Otherwise, this guy's really hard to dodge. He's really fast, really sporadic, does a lot. Oh, a pretty good chunk of damage he can do to you, so be careful. Like that. Big chunk of damage. So if you do miss like 2 dodges in a row, you're either dead or very much in the danger zone. So you gotta watch out for that. No poisoning gonna help you here. There we go. Good hit on him. Try to dodge out of the way. I think we need one more hit, so let's try to get it on him. Bam. And he drops humanity every time, so that's very nice. Get some more humanity off of him. 1,000 souls, not too shabby. And now you can tell we are back where we were. And we're ready to go fight the boss. That fast, that easy. There are some rings and some items and some invasions that we can make happen. NPC invasions that we're going to make happen, which we'll probably go make one happen here. Real fast. Just ignore the goops and the rats. There's one that's going to try to fall on you, so keep running there. Because that could be pretty devastating. Hey, bitch. Where you go? Alright. Take care of these rats, which we will probably go make Mr. Kirk come attack us. This is a person that will sell some stuff to you. You can buy some gold pine rosin off of him. He only has a certain amount, so you watch out for that. Also, the bottomless boss, pick that up from him as well. Some crystal weapons. Crystal weapons are pretty shit because you can't repair them, and they'll eventually degrade and break, and you can no longer use them. They have really strong attack though, so that's kind of nice, but you can't repair them, they just break. He also has the set that he's wearing right now, which is kind of cool, but you know, whatever. That's the way to Blighttown, but we ain't gonna take that way to Blighttown because that's not the smart way to get to Blighttown. Hello, you. What are you doing here? Get out of here. So once these guys get right up on you, they will try to attack you, but until then they won't, so don't worry about it. Alright, so we're going to go find Mr. Kirk, Mr. Captain Kirk, which is this way. This is also the way to go get to, I fucking hate these rats. Okay, there's 1 down, 2 down, awesome. There's also a way to get to the black eye ring. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's the shape of a black eye, so it's the black eye ring. Take you out. Come on now. Come on, take you out. Heal up, because Kirk about to show up in this area here. But pretty much that ring is pretty nice. What it does is it gets every time you kill an enemy, you get health back. So that's pretty nice, especially if you're having a hard time dodging. It could be quite useful. I'm trying to get Kirk to come out and play without attracting those guys. Those guys, they're very annoying enemies. Come on, Kirk. Kirk. Bruh, don't be like that. There you are, Kirk. Alright, so this is an NPC, so he's not as intelligent as a normal invader would be. Pretty easy to kill. Gives, I think, around 6,000 souls, so, and some humanity, so he's really nice. You can also, if you keep killing him the 3 times he shows up in this game, you can, hopefully, if you're lucky, get his whole set. As I mentioned, 6,000 souls. Ain't nothing to scoff at. Got soft humanity and a spike shield. That gear, once you roll into people, you can actually hurt them because you're all spiked up and whatnot. So it's actually it can be fun to use, but you have to work for it and can't get all of it until kind of late in the game. So yeah, not that great. Anywho, the next boss is right through that door, right out there. I have 14,000 souls, but I'm so confident that this boss won't kill me that I'm not worried about it. What we're actually going to do to make this fight a little easier is going to use some of that gold pine. People say resin. I like to say rosin because I'm a musician. I don't know which one it is. Because I feel like rosin's spelled the same way, you know, that you use on bows and whatnot. But anywho, we'll say resin for now because that's what everyone else calls it. So this guy's really easy. He's absolutely easy. Stay right here behind his legs, and you'll never get hit by anything. He might try to sweep out. You get some hits off. As you see, he has a lot of health, but that's all right. Second he goes up like that, move away from him. Rinse and repeat. Just keep away from him when his body is up like that. Second he puts his body down, run to the side of him, and then wait for him to stop charging, attack him. That's literally this boss. If you ever see his, when he's up in the air, you know, when he has his body up like that, if you ever see him like start twitching out, that means he's about to vomit on the floor. Just run away. Just run far away from him, and you'll be fine. If you chop off his tail, which takes a long time, but can happen, you get another dragon weapon from him. I think it's either an axe or a sword. I think it's an axe. It's like an ultra great axe. It's a really heavy weapon with pretty slow attacks, but does awesome damage. So you can chop his tail off to get that. I don't need to, so I'm not going to, but you can. So as you can see, we've done probably around 3,000 to 4,000 damage to him, and he's still alive. Fuck ton of health, not a hard fight at all. I just used the gold resin to make him take more damage so I can kill him faster. The only reason why I do. We'll just use 2, that should be all we need. Run up on him, attack him. You can kind of get one attack in after he puts his body up before he moves, unless you miss it. Then I get just moving around. But yeah, if you ever see his body like that, well, it is now, just start twitching up. That means he's gonna vomit on the floor. I don't think it does a lot of damage, but I think it wears down your armor and weapons. I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me. So I just assume it does. I don't think I've ever gotten hit by it. But that's just what I would assume it would do. But I don't know. It's not really a big deal, but just don't take any unnecessary damage or wear on your items that you don't need. Alright, now we got the Blighttown key destroyed. The gaping dragon there. Got 25,000 souls for that kill. Very nice. Now we have a lot of souls that we're going to go use to level up. Because I'm not going to plus this weapon up any more than it is. I'm waiting until I get the butcher to do that. So that is all for this place. So you see, you can make the depths super easy. The gaping dragon is super fucking easy. However, if you don't kill that sorcerer that we just killed, he's actually up. Let's see. He's up there somewhere, I believe. Yeah, I think he's like up on the top floor there, and he'll keep shooting spells at you while you fight the dragon. There's no way you can kill him. He's way too far away, unless you're just god mode with the bow or something, which would be hard while the dragon's there. So you gotta take him out first. I mean, you don't have to if you want a challenge. I recommend it though. Anywho, next video I'm going to show you the easy way to get through Blighttown that every beginner should take, because otherwise it's really no reason to take Blighttown any other way, in my opinion. Otherwise it's way too fucking hard. And then we'll fight Quelaag, show you how easy that girl is. And yeah, so I will see you in the next video. Hey guys, I just wanted to show this real fast. If you don't take, since I came back this way, if you don't take this little exit here, for those of you playing a pyromancer, it won't help as well. So the direction we would have taken is we would have come up here, walked up this area. There would have been another one of those butcher guys up there. He won't attack you until you go that way, which we just killed him. I'll show you where his body is. But you want to come over here, to unlock this Pyromancer guy. This guy's going to be very helpful for all you Pyromancers out there. You just talk to him after you free him. He says he's in debt to you, and he's going to go to the Firelink Shrine, and he'll help you out there. So for all you Pyromancers, that'll be the way to go. After that, you walk this way. You'll hear the guy like fall down, and he'll come up behind you. I killed him. He's right here. Actually didn't get hit by him this time, so that's kind of nice. Then you come down this way. As this is telling you, that we were a trap. There'll be an item here, but there'll be a little goop guy up there that'll try to fall on your head. That's the first time you get exposed to the goop dudes. And you run this way, take care of this little fire guy that's going to be there, and then that's where that bonfire was that we kept resting at. So literally, we didn't miss much. It's just, you know, a few more kills to get over there. And not really a big a deal. As you see, these goops will try to fall on your head, so you gotta watch out for them. But yeah, that's all you missed, and that's where you get the Pyromancer guys. So I'll see you in the next video.